We didn't need you to get where we are, and we're damn sure going to keep going without you. Mike Graham started it, and the Freebirds will finish it.
Tag team event is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Albany, Georgia, at 231 pounds, Dale Veazey. His partner from Duluth, Minnesota, at 264 pounds, Wild Bill Irwin. And their other partner at 253 pounds from Portland, Oregon, currently the Florida heavyweight champion, Bulldog Jesse Barr. And their opponent from New Mexico with a combined weight of 484 pounds, currently the United States Tag Team Champions, Mark and Jay Youngblood, and their partner from the great state of Oklahoma at 261 pounds, here's Chief Wahoo McDaniel. One fall with a 10-minute time limit.
Wahoo McDaniel making his first appearance here in a long time on Championship Wrestling from Florida, and it is Wahoo McDaniel and Jay and Mark Youngblood moving out against the trio of Dale Veazey, Wild Bill Irwin, and Jesse Barr. Brother, you talk about here's a match that would sell out any arena anywhere in the country, and it's Jay Youngblood moving up first against Dale Veazey, up against those ring ropes, a good clean break. Once again, collar and elbow in the center of the ring with a side headlock now by Veazey, and Veazey catches him with a good shoulder smash, and leapfrog by Youngblood into a high hip toss by Youngblood. Good top kick. Caught Veazey right on the chin and a spin under takedown. And Youngblood makes the tag with Mark Youngblood.
We know Wahoo McDaniel certainly has gone into a very tough, rugged tag team combination match today for his first appearance on television in Florida. But with Jesse Barr being the Florida heavyweight wrestling champion, the reputation of Wild Bill Irwin, and Dale Veazey right here. Look at the muscular development on Dale Veazey. This man is an athlete. Look how easily he picks up Mark Youngblood there for that body slam. Youngblood very quickly moving out of the way, coming up with a arm bar, tagging out to the Chief, Wahoo McDaniel. Wahoo McDaniel, like I said earlier, has an international reputation in wrestling. He is one of the tops ever. There he is. He's hanging on to that arm. The referee just asking Dale Veazey if he wants to give it up. Looks like Chief Wahoo McDaniel wants to make sure that he's down. He's taking some shortcuts, but the name of the game, of course, is to win.
Wahoo McDaniel, of course, with a tremendous reputation in high school, in collegiate football for the University of Oklahoma, and, of course, on into the pro ranks. Has held many titles in the past, and one title, of course, that has eluded him thus far is the World Heavyweight Championship. But I was talking to Wahoo just before airtime, and he expressed to me total and complete confidence that it's just a question of time in catching up with a man like Ric Flair. That's why he is busily trying to buy up the contracts, and more specifically right now in Orlando, West Palm Beach, Tampa, and Miami. Beautiful takedown by Jesse Barr. Barr with a good ride on Mark Youngblood. Youngblood trying to sit out. And Barr finally hurdled through those ring ropes, completely frustrated. I mean, totally frustrated. Wild Bill Irwin trying to tone him down. And Barr does have an ungovernable temper at times, buddy.
Well, yes, he does. He's a hot-headed individual, but he can back up everything he says. He might have a big mouth, so to speak, but he is a rough, rugged man in the ring. Right now, look at these the series of knees inside the chest of Mark Youngblood there. Tagging out to Wild Bill Irwin. Wild Bill Irwin coming in with his big boots on, and he can do a lot of damage. Right now, everything has really turned into the favor of the team of Veazey, Jesse Barr, and Bill Irwin. And I'm quite sure that Bill Irwin will be working toward this corner, keeping him over there where he can. His man cannot tag out.
All right, he brings him up. A full slam on Mark Youngblood. Irwin coming up the rope, drives the boot to the top of the head of Youngblood. Beautiful salto by Irwin. Quick float over, but Youngblood powers out before the count. Irwin again punishing his man, keeping him in his own corner. He's within easy taggable range. And as quick as he wants to, he can tag up. And then Youngblood's going to be faced with a fresh opponent. Meanwhile, Jay Youngblood and Wahoo McDaniel have had an opportunity to get a much-needed respite over in their corner. Irwin, Irish whip on Mark Youngblood. Good counter by Youngblood. It does. Youngblood, takes him to the canvas, once again tags up. Jay Youngblood moves in. Tomahawk chop into the throat. Then into the turnbuckle, another tomahawk chop. Irish whip into the far turnbuckle. Catches him in the chest that time, gets over, makes the tag. Here comes Wahoo McDaniel. Wahoo with a chop into the throat. I'll tell you what, you talk about a man who cares, Wahoo McDaniel does.
Well, I'll tell you can even hear the resounding chop across the room here from Wahoo McDaniel. This man is just double tough. You know what, like I said before, what makes a man tough is a man that can take punishment. And I believe a man like Wahoo McDaniel, you can beat him in the head all day long. It just makes them stronger and tougher. Nothing intimidates them. There down goes Wild Bill Irwin, and he is in an awful lot of trouble right now. Bill Irwin had best try and fight over towards this corner and tag out, get that fresh man in.
Irwin now punishing Jay Youngblood, jammed into the boot of Jesse Barr, and it is Dale Veazey tagging up. Irwin blocking Jay Youngblood from getting over to his corner. Now they're double teaming on Youngblood. Irish whip on Youngblood. Veazey catches him in the back of the elbow. Veazey into a lateral press. Youngblood powers out again. Veazey looking extremely well. Him up another full body slam.
Well, looks like Mr. Youngblood is in a lot of trouble right now. Dale Veazey really staying right on top of him, not giving him a chance. I think it's time for Dale Veazey to make another quick tag here, get another fresh man in the ring, not take any chances. Sometimes one mistake can be fatal in wrestling. That was a mistake. That was very smart on Youngblood coming down with a big chop across the upper shoulder to Dale Veazey. The tide changes so quickly in professional wrestling. You never know what to expect.
Veazey caught on a high backdrop that time by Mark Youngblood. Youngblood catches Jesse Barr and Wild Bill Irwin. Takes the tag with Wahoo McDaniel. Wahoo McDaniel moves in. Wahoo using a backbreaker on Dale Veazey into a lateral press. Veazey powers out before the count. Wahoo McDaniel back on his feet once again, and he moves exceptionally fast for a 261-pound man. But that's why he was such an outstanding ball player with the Jets and with the Dolphins. Off the ropes once again. Wahoo catches him a good tomahawk chop across the throat. Drops that elbow across the side of the skull. Gets the 3 count. Gets the 3 count. All right. So a fine victory going to Mark and Jay Youngblood and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. We're going to invite Wahoo McDaniel over for a talk right after we have these important words. It's my pleasure to welcome back to Mike's side here on Championship Wrestling 85, my good friend Wahoo McDaniels. And Wahoo, all I can say is you're looking great, and the situation of these unprecedented contract buyings is most unusual.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people I've chased players so hard now. You know, I've done a lot of things in the last couple of months that ordinarily I wouldn't do. My style of wrestling's changed some, but I've got the man cornered. I've got him on the ropes, you might say. Now, I've cornered him here in Florida, and I'm going to buy up his contract, and I'm going to force the man to have to face me. And like I said, I want to apologize to a lot of people, because in some places I've done some things that I wouldn't ordinarily do. And you know, it's the first trip here, you know, and I'm here. Eddie Graham, when I was here before, when I first started wrestling, Eddie Graham helped me tremendously. I couldn't help but seeing on TV what the Freebirds did to Mike Graham. I know exactly how he feels. I know exactly what type of individual he is, and he's not going to take it lying down. And I'm telling you right now, Mike Graham, anytime you need help, you don't have to look any further than right here, because I will help you any way I can, any place I can, and I guarantee you, you're going to have somebody to back you up and stand behind you anytime you need me.
Well, I know that Mike must be very appreciative of those kind of comments, and
I don't want to be with these people, so I'm going to take my exit. Good to be back in Florida, and thank you.
Okay, Wahoo McDaniel, who he's referring, of course, to as the The fabulous Freebirds, Michael Hayes, Buddy Roberts, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Michael, I really...
Well, I guess he knew that it was our turn to take an interview, right? I guess he heard what happened last week, right?
Yes, he did make reference to it. There's no question.
Yeah, I know exactly why Wahoo McDaniel's... Hey, before we get to that fire, water, crazy Indian, because that's what he's full of, and that's why he runs around... A grown man running around. Can you believe that, Gordon Soley? I want to get to all the people that have turned their backs on us. All right, I want to get to all the people, and I just want to get this right out in the open that, hey, we didn't need you to get where we are, and we're damn sure going to keep going without you. So it don't really matter. Because, see, hey, I was about sick and tired of, oh, Michael, can I have a kiss? Oh, Michael, can I have a hug? Oh, hey, I don't need you fat women. Like I said before, when you say, oh, but it takes you 2 or 3 trips, I don't need you and all your cold sores all over me and my brother's body.
Hey, absolutely. And you know what? Hey, Mike Graham, you made one big mistake when you started messing with the Freebirds. And as a matter of fact, we have some film, and we want to show in its entirety of what happened last week.
Buddy, Mike Graham, you know what you are? You're a punk.
Just a minute, gentlemen. Just a minute.
Policeman Gordon Soley.
Well, the point...
Gordon, now you're our friend. Now, I'm not going to believe you're going to switch on us.
No, sir. No, sir. Let me just say this. I don't think there's anybody more distressed than I am over this turn of events.
All right, but you know he started it. He started it. We were scheduled for an interview, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, we were. And I said twice, 3 times, hey, man, I'm not out here to start no trouble. And who hit who first?
Hey, we were supposed to be out here first. We were man enough to let him talk and rap, and he thought he should have the next title shot. Well, that's a joke.
Terry's going to be the next world champion.
He should be the champion now.
He should. Flair's been dodging him, and you know it. Hey, shut up when I'm talking.
Well, you said you had a video.
Hey, listen to this. We'll teach him to be out here on the set when we want to come out and make an interview.
Hey, let's roll this. Let's show the people
worth 1,000 words.
Hey, that's right. Hey, we want the people to see it last week to have the second chance to see it, and the people that didn't see it, hey, let's see what really happened, and let's see you threw the first punch.
Just a second. Let's leave it up to the people. Sit back. Let's show the entire film, and you sit back, relax, and judge for yourself who started it and who was wrong.
All right,
brought it, tape.
Let's roll it.
Let's take a look at
Let's
it.
take a look.
Every time I see this, it makes me sick. See this right here?
Just talking.
I just talk. Boom, sucker punch. Hey, I'm talking right now. Hey, just hush up, okay?
Show it again.
Show it again. Every time I see this, it makes me sick. Hey, roll it again. Roll it again.
I'll tell you
Let's
what
see
we're going to do.
First punch.
Just a minute, gentlemen.
Roll it
Just a
again.
moment, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they ask you to be the judge. I want you to be the judge, but I want you to listen.
That judges it right there, Gordon.
No.
That said it all.
Let's show it again, but I want all of you to...
There's no more to say. Mike Graham started it, and the Freebirds will finish it.
All right, tell you what we're going to do.
Hey, I did
This
not
time,
throw the first punch.
listen carefully to the commentary, to the comments that are made. Then let's watch the incident from that point through its entirety, not just that one point, please.
Hey, Sully, I got something.
You're all losers.
Wait a second. Wait. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Hayes.
Well, there you saw exactly what did happen, the completion of that situation. It was finally broken up, but it was definitely 3-on-1, including the use of boots. Certainly nothing about that. reeked of fairness at all. And it was finally a halt was put to the entire situation by Brian Blair and Bugsy McGraw and Mike Graham, who was finally able to get back up and start fighting back because he was completely taken off guard by that three-way attack. They said, "You be the judge." I ask you. You heard what happened. You saw what happened. Certainly, you are qualified. You be the judge. We'll be right back. Obviously trying to buy this match. He's trying to buy this contract for this match. Wahoo McDaniel, Bugsy McGraw, and Mike Graham. Hamilton and Reagan saying no. Saying they won't take any money. That's obvious. No, sir. Shaking hands. All right. All right. So, Mike Golden, Larry Hamill, and Mark Reagan leaving the ring. The Freebirds are now going to be facing Mike Graham, Bugsy McGraw, and Wahoo McDaniels, and Mike Graham starts the match right now.
Well, I'll tell you, this here is going to be nothing but a pure six brawl with the animosity that's there right now between Mike Graham and the Freebirds. And I don't think the Freebirds wanted this match at all. They were quite reluctant to get into the ring. They didn't get in the ring. I believe Mike Graham, Bugsy McGraw, and Wahoo pulled them into the ring.
Buddy Roberts down and out of the ring now. Terry Bam Bam Gordy catching a lot of steam from Wahoo McDaniel, Bugsy McGraw, and Mike Graham. The Freebirds. Wait a minute. Michael Hayes. They want the bell to ring to get this match started. And heck, it's been underway.
Right, it looks like that match had already been started as far as the team of Mike Graham, Bugsy McGraw, and Wahoo McDaniel are concerned. It looks like Mike Graham is able to get Michael Hayes into the ring. Well, it's like Michael Graham made a little bit of a mistake there, and Michael Hayes very quick to take advantage of it to sense any mistake. Changing back, Mike Graham got a big right fist right upside the jaw of Michael Hayes, and Michael Hayes is in a lot of trouble, staggering over to the wrong corner, and that big chop from Wahoo McDaniel.
Michael Graham brings him up a full body slam on the Freebird Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes makes the tag. Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Bam Bam Gordy moves in, and the tag is made with Chief Wahoo McDaniels. Wahoo McDaniel getting set to move out against Bam Bam. Catches Hayes with a tomahawk chop. The chop into the head of Terry Bam Bam Gordy off the ropes. Gordy crosses a high backdrop. Makes the tag with the Freebird Buddy Roberts. Roberts moves in and rubber. Wahoo McDaniels, and he'll go at you any way you want. You want a Pier 6 street ball, he'll do it. Buddy Roberts gets caught again by Bugsy McGraw. Bugsy McGraw smashing Roberts' head into the turnbuckle. Roberts down and in trouble.
Well, I believe the Freebirds should have played it smart and gone back to the dressing room and not gone in the ring with this team. It was like Bugsy McGraw, this madman he is, just making short work of Freebird, Buddy Roberts. Buddy Roberts trying to struggle to get to his corner to tag out. It looks like Bugsy McGraw he don't have to let him tag out. He's going to pull him in the ring. Bugsy McGraw took his eyes off Buddy Roberts, which could be a fatal mistake.
Bugsy McGraw off the ropes. Wow, double team by Michael Hayes and Buddy Roberts. McGraw jammed into the knee of one Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And trouble beginning to brew here for the tag team combination of Mike Graham, Wahoo McDaniels, and Bugsy McGraw. McGraw trapped in that corner, and now they're triple teaming on Bugsy McGraw. I have been disappointed a lot of times in my life, but I am particularly disappointed at this combination of the fabulous Freebirds. I'm really amazed and shocked at Michael Hayes. It's amazing what greed, avarice, and envy can do.
Well, apparently we might be seeing the real true side of the team of the fabulous Freebirds. Everything else might have been a big sham to try and mislead people, to have them lay back. Because what they have done here just a week ago to Michael Graham on nationwide TV was just really absolutely no call for that at all. And Michael Graham is one man that will make sure he gets his revenge in his own way. See, Buddy Roberts there raking the eyes of Michael Graham to slow him down. In comes big Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
Graham down and in trouble, and it is Bam Bam Gordy. Back on his feet, smashes Graham's head into the turnbuckle.
Well, I'll tell you, it's time for Michael Graham to get on his horse and get over to that corner and tag out to one of his partners, either Bugsy McGraw or Wahoo McDaniel. Michael Hayes, regardless of what you might think, is a tough, rugged individual, and he knows to try and prevent Mike Graham from getting to his corner.
Bad Street USA beginning to dominate the situation now. Michael Hayes down across the chest of Mike Graham. Graham trying to get over to make that tag. Trying to move away, could not. Blocked by Michael Hayes once again. Graham in a good block that time. Smashes Hayes' head into the turnbuckle. Catches him a short chopping right hand. Slips through his legs. Gets over, makes the tag. Wahoo McDaniel moves in. Now it's Bugsy McGraw, Michael Graham, and Wahoo McDaniel, all three in the ring. We've got a six-man melee going here. And a wild six-man battle. Michael Hayes slips from the ring, Buddy Roberts slips from the ring, and Terry Gordy slips from the ring. And they have left the ring. They have left the ring.
That's ridiculous. You're trying to humiliate us. Hey, Bam Bam, we weren't ready for that at all. And that's a sneak attack. It's just what happened last week. And this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the only thing ridiculous, in my opinion, right now, are the three Freebirds. We'll be back. Joined us here at the desk along with Mr. Percy Pringle.
Put that camera on me, Mr. Cameraman. You know, I don't need this card no more because I've signed with Percy Pringle. I've been training with him for a week. I feel terrific. You know, I had the ability, but I needed that mental guidance, and I got it now from the boss man. I am so fit. I feel so good. That's all I needed. That is it. I'm ready. No more 0-40 for Jack Hart. No more people laughing at me when I go to Orlando or Miami or Fort Pierce with these big stupid signs. 0-40, Jack Hart. I don't need that humiliation, and I'm not going to get it no more.
Lesson number one, don't waste your energy on these mic jockeys.
That's right.
On this boy in the ring.
That's right.
Oh, my. All right. Well, that's an amazing turn of events. Jack Hart is signed with Percy Pringle, and
28 pounds. Here's Hector Guerrero. And his opponent to my left from St. Petersburg, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, managed by Percival Pringle III. Here's the man with a perfect record, Jack Hart.
okay, Hector Guerrero returning to Florida, going up against Jack Hart. One fall, 10-minute time limit.
You know, right now, Jack Hart doesn't have a very easy match because Hector Guerrero, formerly U.S. Tag Team Champion, a great athlete. Look at the speed that Hector Guerrero has. And I'll tell you, if Jack Hart doesn't start winning matches, Percy Pringle will drop him because Percy Pringle really doesn't have room in his dynasty for a loser. I suppose that Percy Pringle must see a lot of promise in Jack Hart to even sign him to a contract and take him under his guidance.
Well, Hart is a perpetual optimist. We'll just see how his optimism works today.
Well, for the sake of Jack Hart, let's hope that he finally wins the match because so far he doesn't. He keeps going against top competitors. But once again, when you go against the top competitors, that's how you improve your own wrestling ability and style. And he's up against one of the best right now. Percy Pringle there watching intently at ringside, checking to see what mistakes Jack Hart might make so he can correct them later on in a training session at the gym.
Hart complaining and is frustrated. You got to remember that Hector Guerrero is one of the most talented competitors in the sport. He is from the great country of Mexico. We saw him a few moments ago in that Mexican back row. Hart charges in, and he's got Guerrero in trouble. And Guerrero returns the favor. Guerrero. And you can hear Percy Pringle shouting at Hart. Hart caught again, drop kick that drove him through the ropes. Hart coming up very slowly.
Well, there's Percy Pringle over there shouting instructions to Jack Hart. Like I said, looks like that Hector Guerrero turned his back momentarily. Jack Hart very quickly to take advantage of it, and Hector Guerrero is in a lot of trouble right now. Jack Hart will stand right on top of him. Looks like Percy Pringle now is smiling confidently.
I don't know what his one-loss record is right now. I'm talking about Hart. He was talking about, wow, Hart. And Guerrero could be in serious trouble here. Hart coming up with some moves here that he's bound to have learned from Percy Pringle and members of his dynasty. Hart doing extremely well. 230-odd pounds into the stomach of Hector Guerrero. Flat of the foot into the abdominal wall again of Hector Guerrero.
You know, Gordon, it does seem like Jack Hart has learned a few tricks since last week that he's been under the guidance of Percy Pringle. There's a lot of new powerful tricks there that he's learned that has taken the wind out of Hector Guerrero. Hector Guerrero is down in a lot of trouble. Seems like Percy Pringle has really made an improvement in this man.
No question about it, but I see a sign across the there you see a sign over there across the ring. It says 042 and counting. I don't know what, there you see it. 042 and counting for Jack Hart. I don't know whether that's official or not, but it's got to be somewhere near the money.
Well, this could be the change. This could very well be the first win for Jack Hart. And it looks like things are going Jack Hart's way right now, so that record might change. 1-42 after this match. Referee counting. Hector able to power out. Jack Hart is best stay right on top of him. Don't give Hector a chance because Hector has a lot of resilience. This man can come back from nowhere. He's a powerful athlete.
Hector Guerrero now, Jack Hart putting the claw to him. Hart has indeed picked up a lot of valuable information in the 7 days since we saw him last, and Percy Pringle offered him a contract. And it is Pringle continuing to admonish Hart, continuing to encourage him and demand Guerrero just in a lot of trouble. And Guerrero not moving swiftly at all as Hart keeps on punishing him. Hart has him up. Hart, standing drop kick. Tell you one thing, you can't take anything away from Jack Hart as far as his determination goes. A near fall for Jack Hart once again. And Guerrero seems to be wearying of the entire situation. Hart up with a drop kick, but Guerrero hung onto those ring ropes.
Well, in professional wrestling, is whoever makes the most mistakes is going to lose, and that could have been a fatal mistake for Jack Hart. It seemed like everything was going Jack Hart's way, but Hector saw what was happening, hung on the rope. Well, there Jack Hart moved out of the way. Very nice move on the part of Jack Hart. Once again, the tide has changed so quickly.
Jack Hart keeping the pressure on Hector Guerrero. Guerrero in a lot of trouble here. Guerrero upside down and jammed into the turnbuckle now. Hart drives the knees into the midsection. and drives it again to the midsection and again into that abdominal wall of Hector Guerrero. Referee freeing the legs of Hector Guerrero, and Hart right on top of him. I'll tell you what, Hart's got plenty of aggressiveness. Good move by Guerrero. And Guerrero gets the victory when Hart thought he really had it going his way. So Jack Hart goes down in defeat once again, and we may be seeing that official tally on the screen here momentarily. It would have to be now, I think, 0-43 or 0-44, something like that. But his opening match with Percy Pringle, it's 0-44, 0-44, and
Don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. Gordon, I know what the problem is with this man. I've been studying him all week. I've been looking at some old films. I realize what the problem is. The bookers, the matchmakers, the promoters. They're throwing in ringers. They're putting this guy against men that should be in there. Hector Guerrero, all-Mexican champion, against this man. No, we don't need that. We need Mike Golden. We need Rocky King. We need men. We need men that he can wrestle and wrestle properly. But I guarantee you one thing, Mr. Mike Ducky, with Mike guidance, my mentality, his physical ability, this man's going to be a winner, and I guarantee you, Baba.
well, right now the record is 0-44. One fall television time remaining, upcoming now. Ravishing Rick Rude, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, going up against Mr. B, Brian Blair. One fall television time remaining. Here's our ring announcer.
This match is for TV time remaining. Introducing to my right from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 235 pounds, Florida's own Mr. B, Brian Blair. And his opponent to my left from Beverly Hills, California, accompanied by Percival Pringle III, weighing in at 235 pounds, currently the Southern Heavyweight Champion. Here he is, ravishing Rick Rude. This match, television time remaining.
One fall television time remaining. Rick Rude moving out against Mr. B, Brian Blair. By the way, I will be at the B. Dalton bookstore at the 163rd Street Mall in Miami on March 21st for a book signing session. Looking forward to seeing you there. I'll be down there with a host of folks from Love 94 FM. Go behind. Good standing reverse and takedown by Mr. B, Brian Blair. Rude slips away from that, back on his feet. Brian Blair drops to the canvas. Beautiful drop kick by Brian Blair. Puts Rude to the canvas. Blair moves in on him again very quickly. Hip lock takedown. Keeps the side headlock.
Well, Rick Rude, of course, being the Southern Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. And you see Percy Pringle staying there at ringside, and he has to be quite upset. What with his one man, Jack Hart, just being defeated, bringing his record to 0-44. But Rick Rude has almost a perfect record. Rick Rude very seldom ever loses a match. And just attesting that fact is that he has been the Southern Heavyweight Wrestling Champion for quite some time now. Brian Blair, of course, being a former Florida Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, hot on that comeback trail. Nice reversal on the part of Brian Blair. You see Rick Rude hanging on the rope there to prevent Brian from bringing him out. And there he comes out anyway. Good move on the part of Mr. B.
Hip lock takedown once again by Mr. B. Brian Blair has ravishing Rick Rude, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, on the canvas. Remember, one fall television time remaining. And in the event, we have to go away to a commercial break. Should a pinfall or a submission hold occur during the time that we're away, we'll bring it to you on instant replay. We will be breaking away here very, very shortly.
You see Brian Blair really hanging on tight. You see he's kind of leaning over, putting his weight on the upper body of Rick Rude there. Keeping his weight there, making Rick Rude use up more energy.
check with our, are we breaking away now? Good cross body block by Mr. B, Brian Blair, broken up by Ravishing Rick Rude once again. We're going to have to cut away for a commercial break here. We're going to have to cut away. We'll be back. We'll be back with more action right after we pause for these words. Been able to score a pinfall or a submission hold as this match continues. One fall, television time remaining. Rick Rude and Mr. B, Brian Blair. And Rude dishing out a lot of punishment here in Irish whip, but Blair reverses that. Blair goes into a standing guillotine, into a lateral guillotine. And wait a minute, look at here. Look at here. It was Percy Pringle. And his Blair after it, and Rude catches him from behind. Rude catching Mr. B, Brian Blair, from behind as he was after Percy Pringle, who had pulled Ravishing Rick Rude into those ring ropes, and Blair in trouble now. Caught by Rick Rude from behind. And it is Ravishing Rick Rude now taking full advantage of that situation. Mr. B, Brian Blair in trouble. And Blair trying to get it together after he was Pearl Harbored by Mr. Percy Pringle, by Ravishing Rick Rude. His attention was diverted by Percy Pringle, who obviously interfered in that situation. Rude now really beginning to dominate the situation. Just about 1 minute remaining here on Championship Wrestling 85.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you have that extra man at ringside, such as the manager, the Percy Pringle. They can distract your attention. They can intimidate you sometimes to make you look the other way. And that's what happened there. And here comes, well, that was a very smart move on the part of Mr. B, Brian Blair. He caught Ravishing Rick Rude in the pit of the stomach. It knocked all the wind out of him. Percy Pringle prancing back and forth now. He's quite upset with the man. It's like Rick Rude is in a lot of trouble. The match could be over for Rick Rude.
Blair caught him coming off the rope. And Blair still concerned about Percy Pringle outside the rope. Blair plants a size 12 into the ribcage of Rick Rude. A good snap mare takes him back to the canvas again. Mr. B, Brian Blair. Time rapidly running out of Mr. B. Still after Ravishing Rick Rude, the Southern champion, catches him. Body slam by Mr. B, Brian Blair. Rude again powers away from it. Our time is rapidly going here on the Championship Wrestling 85. Well, Wahoo McDaniel is back. Mike Graham out to settle the score of the Freebirds. Till next week, speaking on behalf of Buddy Colt, Gordon Foley saying so long.